Welcome to Creative Pages with Catherine Live. You'll notice that things are a little bit different with my camera angle this time, and that's because I am going to be showing you all our custom products through Creative Memories for this sketch. I just thought it would be fun to do at least one digital one this time because it really is so easy, and I think people are just intimidated a little bit to give it a try, but honestly, it's so easy, especially with all of us having so many pictures on our phones. You can just upload your pictures directly from your phone and then create an album. Super quick, super easy. So I also need to let you all know that I will not be able to monitor the comments once I change over the screens to show you all the creative digital products, but I will come back to you and I will check to make sure if there were any questions. I will try to pause during the demo as well, so that way I can give a quick check, but it's hard in the screen share to do that. So first of all, here is our sketch. For sketch number 6, I've got to make sure I get this correct here. I did make my notes on here, and that way I can do my project a little bit quicker for all of you. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get the screen share going. And that way I can show you all my digital pages here. Here we go. So you can see I'm here as an advisor. If you all don't have an advisor with Creative Memories, I would love to be your advisor. Just go ahead and give a search for me and you will find me in New Mexico if you need a state to look up. We're going to go ahead and do custom refill pages. We do also have our custom album product as well. And with that, you can customize an entire album cover as well with one of your pictures. They're just gorgeous when they do that. We are only doing one page, so I'm going to go ahead and do the custom refill pages, the 2-pack right here. You click through, and if you want to do an entire album with refill pages, you can do that as well. You do need to check the box and you have permission to use all the photos because of course they are your pictures. And you need to enter a name for your product so that way you can find it when you go back into your account. If you don't have time to do an entire album or an entire couple of pages, you'll have it named and you'll know where to find it. And I will show you that and how to do that towards the end as well. So let's go ahead and call this one sketch number 6, and I'm going to be using Golden Harvest. I can type here. There we go. Let's go ahead and continue in to create our product. And we're just going to go ahead and use a blank slate because I want to show you. However, you can scroll down. You can go ahead and pick one of these custom options as well if you like, but I'm going to go ahead and go with a blank slate. So these are our placeholder pages. I'm going to go ahead and flip over, and I'm actually going to go ahead and work on the double page. I'm going to grab my layout first because we do have a layout requiring 3 photos. So all you have to do is come over. The left-hand side has all of your options. We're going to go with 3 photos. I'm going to go ahead and plug this one in, and then I'm going to go pick my background, and you're going to see what I'm going to do. Hang on. Golden Harvest. So you have all of the pages that are found in our traditional paper pack here, and you can use as many sheets as you want or need, which is fantastic. They also have fast to fab options in this collection, which not every collection has that. Let me go back real quick and I can show you. You can see how many collections are actually in here that you can pick from. Just so many options. It's just so fabulous that they offer so much in here. Let me go back up, get to Golden Harvest because that's what we're going to be working with. And I am going to use a fast to fab page for my layout. I want this one. And then I'm going to go ahead over to my photos. I actually want to rearrange my layout first. I'm going to go ahead and Transform is how you move things around on your page. I'm going to move these two down a little bit because in our sketch, and I don't know, I can hold it up and hope that you guys can see it. You can see we have 3 photos, but we have 2 that are kind of at an angle to each other. This one's angled out, so you just take this little bar at the top that has the little arrow on it, and you can see I wound up with this little scissor thing. That means that when they print the page, it will be off the page. So I need to readjust my picture just ever so slightly to make sure it's actually on the page when they go to print it, that it'll show up on the page. And then the second one is actually layered a little bit on top of the other one. So I just kind of want to go ahead and get my picture placement in first before I put my picture. Since I'm working off of a sketch, it just is going to make it a little bit easier once I go to place my photos. So I just want to get it set up. And in case you're wondering, I do actually have another hack for using a sketch, but I'm not doing it today. I do offer a Digital 101 class, and you can find out about that actually through my Facebook group, the Creative Pages Clubhouse. If you'd like to check that out, it's in there. So we have our photos ready to go. I feel like the size is pretty good. So let's go ahead over to photos. Now you have the option here to upload photos, and you can upload them. I'm working on my computer, of course, so I can upload them from my computer. Or when you log into your account on your phone, you can just upload them directly from your phone because honestly, I think most of us use our camera on our phones and it makes it so easy. So I'm going to my recent uploads because I went ahead and uploaded some fall foliage pictures because I knew that that was what I would want to use with this collection. So I'm going to go ahead and place that picture there. And my one up here over here. And now I'm going to highlight this third one, and this one's going to get the close-up of the leaves. So I have my 3 leaf photos on my page already. See how quick and easy that was? You just had them placed, they pop right in, and you can make your photo this smaller, larger, however you want to. I actually want this one in the front because that's how it is on the sketch. So all I had to do was click on it. I pushed the front button and it moved it up to the front. Super, super easy. Now, let me go ahead and make sure to see if we have any comments. No comments yet. So I'm going to flip back over and we are going to go ahead and start adding our journal box, and then we'll add some elements to this page. Actually, I want to scoot this picture over just a little bit. Oops. I actually want it moving it up a little. Okay, transform. Even though I'm familiar with the program, every once in a while, even I have to make sure I hit the right button. There we go. We're just going to scoot that one so it's kind of in between the 2 there. And now we're going to go ahead and add some elements to our page. And you can see they have so many element options. Oh, I forgot to do the border. They will let me finish talking about the elements real quick, and then we'll switch back over to the border because I did want to put a border on these photos in our sketch. We do have borders showing around our pictures, and there's an easy way to do that here as well. But first, we'll add our golden harvest elements last. I am actually going to go ahead and grab a tonal box while I'm in here because on the bottom left end, there is a spot for one. And let's hold on while it's loading. Oh my goodness, I can tell my children are home. The internet is running just a little bit slower, so that's okay. So we're going to go ahead and put our box here, and up in this corner you'll see where there's this gray box, but there's this little paint bucket here to the side. If you click on that, you can change the color of your box, and I actually just want a white box. And you'll see why coming up. We are going to add some letters to this coming up, but I'm going to go ahead and click it back first because I do want to put my borders on because my letters are going to be the same color as my border. So let's go with border first. So I'm clicking on border. I want to use this top left one. No, I wanted to use this bottom one. There we go. Okay. but you can click through and see the different borders. I want mine to be 75, and we are going to go with this tan color here because I didn't want it to distract from my photos, of course. So now I'm going to click out of here, and you can see where, well, just this one photo has a little border on it, and you can see how it really pops my photos. I mean, here you can see the photos, but this one really, really pops. So let me re-click on my photo, and I'm going to show you this button here with the 3 little bar dots on it. It says more options. You can apply it to the surface or you can apply it to all. I'm going to apply it to all. And then all 3 of my pictures have the same border on it, the same depth, the same color. Of course, if you want yours to be all different colors, you can go in and individually customize and do that, but I liked having all 3 the same. So now let's finish up our tonal box here. I'm going to add a text box. So up here on the left, you'll see where there's a little A with a, I don't know what that is next to it, I guess to show that you can size it up and down. But we're going to add an empty text box. And my text box, I'm going to move over and place here, but I need to make it smaller, don't I? Because my little box that we added is definitely smaller. And I want my text to actually be able to fit in my box. So I'm going to go ahead and put fall leaves, found, carpeting the ground in Maryland. Because we lived in Maryland, and that's where these pictures are from. We've moved around a little bit. So you can go ahead, and I'm going to move this up so that way it's a little bit more centered in the box. You can also look on the left side here on this menu. And again, you can see we have the little paint bucket. And now when I clicked on the paint bucket, you can see white and black are kind of just the basic options that they have. Typically, most people want white or black, but now you can see I have this really fabulous tan color that we used on our border, and I can change my font, my colors, my letters to that. I can also make it bold. I can underline it, italicize it. I can change the font here. I can change the size of the letters as well. I think I actually might make it just a tiny bit larger. And I can left align or right align. These options are essentially the same you see across Google Pages or any of your Word document programs. So here we go. I've got my fall leaves found carpeting the ground in Maryland. And now looking at my sketch again, I'm hoping that's in the camera. There's 3 banners coming off the left side here and 1 coming off the right side of this one photo. And so we don't actually have a banner element available. So I'm going to switch back down to elements here. I'm going to go back, but we do have, when you scroll all the way down, so you do have some tonal laser words, which would be kind of fun for a title, but I don't know if there's one that would have something that would fit our fall leaf page. Let's see real quick. Because we can put a title in here. How's about down to earth? So if we put our down to earth in, I think I might actually put it in this space over here. Of course, I have to change the color, and let's make this one brown here. That matches kind of our pine needles, and move it a little bit smaller here. Let me move it up. Just going to go ahead and make it just a little bit smaller still, so that way it fits in my space a little bit better. It's not covering my photo. It's covering the borders just a little. Actually, we can move it behind as well. So let's hit this back button. Oh, no, that doesn't look right. If it doesn't look right, just move it back to the front, you know? That's also the beauty of digital. It's not like where you're working with paper, and if you make a wrong cut, you can't uncut something. You can kind of fix it and adjust it a bit, but with the digital, you can move it forward if you don't want it back. Here we go. And you can see I do get those little red lines. So here we go. Here's our down to earth. And I'm going to go back to my elements. Oops. Hit the back button again. And I want to get our tonal border shapes here, because when I was peeking in here to see what was currently available, our brand new pyramid keyhole is available for use. So why not add that instead of a banner, and add this really gorgeous, unique decorative element to our page. It's a little bit big. I do need to make it smaller. I'm going to scoot it down and over and kind of tuck it next to this picture where the banner would be. I'm actually going to go ahead and make it the same color as my border, so that way it doesn't, I want my page to be pretty. You could pull in another color, but I want it to be there, but I want my pictures to really stand out. So that's why I went ahead and picked the same color as my border. Let me click over again real quick. And okay, no comments yet. Y'all can add comments or questions if you aren't following something that I'm doing here. So I'm going to add a second one, because when you're doing these borders, you do need to piece them together if you're going to create one that runs the entire width of the page. This one I'm actually going to turn around and have it from the top here. That's what that little arrow's for. Try to make it the same size as my other one. Scoot it over again, and you can see where that little pink line appeared, so I could line it up where I had my other one lined up. I need to change the color to the same color as the other one, and there it is. It's up in here in the top. And we need a third one, and I think we'll probably just go ahead and do it the same direction as the bottom one. What do you think? Having two on the bottom. So that's still a little bit big, so I need to go one smaller. Let's see here. And actually, I think I'm going to tuck it so it's a little bit more in between the two. Let's see how that looks. Yep. So this one's kind of a little bit more offset. And I do like that one going down. You probably could put all three going up as well. Then we're going to add one more down here. Get the color here. And if you want to leave it gray while you're placing it, because it probably is a little bit easier to see on the background, you can. I'm okay with not being able to see the whole thing. Whoops, that does need to be a little bit smaller also to match the ones on the top. Ooh, that's too small. How's about here? Okay. And then this one we're going to need to move back, but you can see where we also need to angle this one just a little bit. I will show you the sketch in just a moment. Here we go. We're just going to have one of these coming off. This is going to go behind our photo. So you just keep hitting the back button until it disappears behind your picture, and there you go. Voila, we have another element here that matches our elements up above. So here again is our sketch, and you can see where we have this little one down here, the three in the top, but we've got our title, except I moved our title over, but I do want to look at our Golden Harvest embellishments, because I think we do need a little bit more on this page. Whoops. I don't want to make it super busy. You know me, I kind of like, simpler pages. We obviously want our leaves to be the highlight of the page, but here are our golden spice options. And so we have this really, really pretty autumn one here with the fall leaves that would match our page. And we have some pumpkins. We have this other acorns with the fall leaves, which of course I don't have any acorns in my pictures. I think I have a picture with a pine cone and pine needles, like the pine needles in this one, but I don't actually have any acorns. We got the heart with the wood. Let me go ahead and pull that autumn one here. And I think maybe we definitely need to make it smaller. And I think I need to move it down just a bit, but that might work here. feel like now that we have our other elements, we need one more small something over here. So we're drawing our eyes to our photos, but we still need a little something extra. And I might just pull that one with the acorns because I like it and I like how it matches this and it hangs over. Oops. Okay, I clicked on the wrong one, so we're just going to hit the trash can and delete it. There we go. Oops, I clicked on both of them. Look at that. Okay, so let me click on that first. We're going to move it up here. I definitely need to make that smaller because it's absolutely too big. But I almost want to layer that with another leaf set. So here's that there. Let me check our leaf options real quick. We have this one that matches some of our leaves on our page. There we go. It's loading in. And we're just going to layer these. So it's just like doing a sticker cluster. So you can kind of see where we have these two elements. I need to make this one smaller still. And then I'm going to turn it. So that way this is going to come off of our acorns just a bit as well. And there you go. So it kind of almost becomes, it's almost little, like it's only a little cluster. So apparently I clicked it twice again. Don't be clicking twice like Catherine. But like I said, it's easy enough to hit the little trash can. You don't need your multi-purpose tool for it. And I think our page is done. What do y'all think about our fall leaves? And let me hit the save button because that is critical. Always, always, always hit the save button. Even if you're only halfway through the project, hit the save button. Anybody who's written a paper for high school, for college, for anything, hit the save button. Before there was Google Docs, you had to hit the save button. So make sure you hit your save button. You can go up to the creative memories up here. Oh, the 3 bars, I'm sorry. And now you can see where I'm going to go. Okay, first I'm going to go ahead and go back to the home page because I want to show you how to access your album or your pages or your custom product when you come in just fresh to the website. Because remember, we went here, we created our digital pages before. That was the refill pages was here under the Create Digital Photo Albums. But when you're coming back to it, you need to go to your account first. And once it loads in, you're going to go over here to the left and you're going to go to your custom products on the left-hand menu. And you can see where I have my sketch number 6 Golden Harvest. Do not click there. Click on your edit button because let me tell you about it. I've clicked more than once on the title and it just doesn't get you through as smoothly. So now you can see here we are, we're on our place cover again. You're going to hit this button and scroll over to the page we made and you can see where you're at. You can add another page over here because remember, we have the 4 pages and that's it. I hope you all enjoyed seeing this digital product. Let me go ahead and get back over to my main page here. I'm going to go ahead and remove our screen share and come here and, oh, well, hi there, crafting cousins. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I hope you enjoyed seeing the digital page. It doesn't look like we actually have any questions. And I'm guessing I always forget if I have Trish or Kay, but you know what? They have a fabulous channel. They do all kinds of wonderful crafts. And if you want to check them out, the Crafting Cousins are super fun. And if you watch some of their lives, you just might see somebody you recognize on one of their recent guest spots. So I will go ahead and be live streaming again. We still have sketches 7 through 12 to try to fit in this weekend. I don't know if I'll make it through all of them, but I'm going to try. And I have some ideas and different things to show you all throughout the day. Until next time.